Hi! Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Bourbon Bar. I'm Holden, that's Lauren, this is whiskey, scotch, in fact. And yeah, here we go.
That's it?
That's it.
Wait, what the fuck are we doing? I did not.
We got new whiskey today.
Oh, we did?
And
When
we're
did
going
we
to be
get that?
comparing it to some old whiskey. Downstairs. Where did I go,
Compared
hell?
to some old whiskey? You've gotten all this shit in like a month.
I know, but there's a couple ones that are worth a comparison here, so I'm gonna put some of these whiskeys on the floor because I need another whiskey self, but unfortunately we're broke.
We're not broke, are we?
Well, I wouldn't say we have
I did not
money.
work this hard for you to tell people that we're broke.
I mean, we're not broke. It's just that we shouldn't spend a whole bunch of money.
No, you shouldn't spend a whole bunch of money. I don't spend any money. When was the last time I spent money on something? Exactly.
Yeah.
My nails, which was $30. Actually, they were free.
Your hair?
They were free because Jada got me a gift card, and my hair was like not that expensive. It was like $20 or something. I don't remember.
Anyway, well, what about your other hair?
That doesn't count.
Oh. Okay. All right. Ah, shit. Why is there? Oh.
There's
Okay.
water in there.
Yeah, I see. Buga. So, hello everybody. Welcome back to it. We got some new whiskeys here that we're gonna be drinking live on the air. So we're gonna pull them out, and then I also will be comparing these to two other offerings. So, before we get into what's going on and what we got here, let's go ahead and say hi to the people. Starting with Bourbon Neophyte. Anthony's here. Says, cheers all you magnificent whiskey people. Anthony, welcome to it, man. Cheers to you. Thanks for being here. Yes, right now, smash the like button. Lick the like and like the lick, guys. You know it's done. I love to drink new scotch, by the way. I love drinking new scotch. I love drinking new everything, but lately I have less
scotch
to drink.
or bourbon or?
So, well, he's Bourbon Neophyte.
Well,
and
yeah,
he kind of started in the bourbon, but he has evolved into more of a scotch
Is that what we're calling
guy.
it now? Evolving? Not
Well,
just finding an excuse to spend more money?
Yes. It's fancier when you say evolve.
Sure. One day I'm going to evolve and I'm going to spend all Poland's money.
Peter White says, cheers all. Peter. Welcome, Peter. Welcome to it, man. Nice seeing ya. Hell, who am I kidding? I like to drink new and old scotch, especially 30-year-old scotch. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Buga. Damn, now I want a dram, but it's my dry day. I usually abstain for at least 72 hours. However, I've been known to abandon that for a dram with friends. Well, you know what? We're definitely friendly over here, so
Merchuk cracked his head on the whiskey shelf really hard.
get to pouring if that's what you're feeling. Now, this full disclosure, this is going to be a shorter stream today because I have a gigantic exam tomorrow, and I need to study for it. I actually need to study for it. It's like 20% of my grade or 15% of my grade. So, but
this isn't like a midterm, right? Because it's kind of the end of the term.
No, we have 3 exams and a final exam. So we had the first exam, which is like the quarter term. Then we had our midterm. Then this is like our 3/4 term, I guess. And then we have a final at the end.
Well, at least like, so is this like on everything that you've learned?
No, this is on all the trig I've learned.
Well, at least it's a nice.
Basically everything that's since spring break.
Before your thingy.
Yeah. Nice thingy before my thingy. I could have said it better myself. But yeah, so we're not going to be on super late today, but we are going to do plenty of drinking today. Not obnoxious,
You're going to have 3 glasses of whiskey.
4. I'm going to be comparing these two to these two. But Mr. Derek Whiting is in the chat, says, cheers, everyone. Derek, welcome to it, my man. How are you doing on this fine evening? Bino is here, says, cheers, Bino in the house. Bino before and there, Bino gas. Welcome to it. Okay, I may have poured a dram of Glen Kinchy 12, being among friends. Just saying, hey, twist your arm, right? You're right. That sounds delicious. I've never had it, but it sounds good. Robin Whiting says, cheers, y'all. Cheers, all. Welcome to it, Robin. Thanks for being here, as always.
Yeah, Robin doesn't say y'all because she's from the Wisconsin.
True. 20 or 50%.
You old fuckers.
I hope it's not meant. I meant 20 or 15. I wasn't sure. 20 or 15, not 20 or 50. Because it was 50% like right.
You're too busy yapping.
You call your mom.
No, I said she doesn't say y'all because she's from Wisconsin. Instead, she says ye old fuckers.
Yo, fuckers. I don't know. You the one who said it.
I just wanted you to laugh at my joke and then you ignore me.
Okay.
How dare you?
On the agenda today, first of all, what are you drinking? Explain to the people while I get a glass of water.
It's ice.
Oh, really?
And then I put some club soda and some lime juice. And then I put some cherry juice. And then I put a splash of Mountain Dew syrup, the red one. And then when I came here, I found some grenadine, so I put some squirts of that in there. And then I topped it off with some lime vodka.
Basically, she wanted to get as much Red 40 as she possibly could in her system. Myrta, look out. I'm going to squish you.
So match my red shirt.
All right. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. It's very sweet.
It tastes like sugar.
It does taste like sugar, but it's fake sugar, which means it's healthy.
Well, technically not all fake sugar because the lime has real sugar and the soda is the vodka.
Does it have real sugar?
But I'm just real lime squeezed into the jar. So.
Yeah? Is that what it is?
Why are you questioning me like that?
I don't know.
Am I
But
a child? That's weird. Myrta's licking my toes.
Myrta. Okay, so time for the exciting new scotch that we have here
I thought
today.
you were going to say news, and I was like, what news do we
Exciting
have?
news.
Because I don't have any.
The news is I drove and delivered a couch 3 hours to the border of Wisconsin in Beloit this weekend. And while I was there, I thought to myself, I'm very close to Rockford where there's a Binny's. I'll just drive the extra 20 minutes and go to this Binny's and see what they got down in Rockford, Illinois, which, by the way, has a gigantic casino, Hard Rock Casino, and it's like the whole building is like blue, and there's a guitar and shit. It's fancy. Anyway, so.
And then while holding that, I got my nails done.
And Lauren got her nails done, so that's what we did on Friday.
If you guys could tell us what it is now.
Right, and oh yeah, by the way, happy belated Easter to everyone who celebrates.
And if you don't celebrate, then it's not happening.
Yeah, but so when I went down to Binny's in Rockford, needless to say, I was a little bit blown away. They had such a good Scotch selection. There were probably 5 or 6 bottles that I wanted to buy, and I held myself to 2, but there was a lot more that I could have purchased on this this mini trip that I took to Binny's. So what we ended up going with is I found the Ardbeg Eureka, which is this year's 2025 committee release, and it is 52.2% alcohol, finished in PX sherry casks, and so I saw a couple of reviews on it. I heard it's something close to like an Ugadal, but it was only $85, and it's got a higher proof, and it's an Ardbeg, and for like $85, the same price or cheaper, depending on where you get it, as Ugadal, I'm like, gotta try it. I mean, it's a committee release, and it's cheap. Hell yeah. So picked up this bad guy, and then I found this, which is the Kilchomen single cask release Isla single malt Scotch whiskey, 13 years old, single cask, selected exclusively for Binny's Beverage Depot. So basically, a cask strength store pick of Kilchomen at 13 years old, picked by Binny's, by the Binny's in Rockford, Illinois. So I saw this bottle and I damn near shit my pants. And it was $150 roughly, and it was on sale for $110, I think, or $115 for a cask strength 13-year-old Kilchomen. Hell yeah. So I had to pick this up. Some of the other options that I was really tempted, one that I was specifically really tempted for, they had the Kilchomen, I don't know, the typical Kilchomen release bottle. and they had that in the case. I think it was $90, but I was tempted on that one because I have heard a lot of really good things about it, and that is really good. They also had a couple different Ardbeg releases. They had the Hypernova, which is the high phenol one, and I know how people feel about Ardbeg committee releases. Honestly, I like having more access to good Scotch, and good or not good, the Hypernova is one of the highest, or the highest ppm Ardbegs that they've ever released. So, and I know ppm is gimmicky, but it's always fun just to get it and see, But I didn't get it. They also had the Lagavulin 12-year limited edition cask strength, the one with like the fiery embers on the bottle on the box. That was $170. I was kind of like, whatever on that one. But one that I really actually was tempted for, it retailed for $250, but it was on sale for $150, and it was a Laphroaig cask strength. I think it was a 9-year-old store pick from Binny's, a Binny's store pick, and it came in this big old box, and you open it up like this, and there's like a foam cutout in the fancy bottle, and it was just a very, very nice, cool-looking Laphroaig, and it was cask strength. And they also had normal cask strength Laphroaig, and they had Laphroaig Lore at a much cheaper price than I saw it around here. So there was lots and lots of options, but for the money, I had to go with these two because Kilchomen is a secret hitter for me. It honestly has my heart. I love the stuff that I've had from Kilchomen, and I also love Ardbeg, specifically Ugadal. And so this being comparative a little bit at least to Ugadal, I'm like, for the $85 price tag, it was one of the cheaper ones available. And I'm like, hell yeah. So that is what we got going on today. And what I'm going to be doing is comparing the Kilchomen single barrel. I'm going to compare that to the Kilchomen Loch Gorm, mainly because it's the only two Kilchomens I have, and I want to. And then I want to compare the Ardbeg Ugadal to the Eureka, because they're both sherry finished, higher proof Ardbeg releases, and people have compared them, and I would like to compare them side by side. So that is that. That's the rant. That's what we're doing today. Right.
Well, you wasted 13 minutes talking.
Did I?
Mm-hmm.
Was it a waste?
I'm sure.
Hashtag cash burning a hole in my pocket. Yeah, well, I did make a hefty amount on the couch that I delivered to Beloit. So I technically came up positive, a large net positive, but yes, I still spent the money.
Holden is going to get his credit card taken away pretty soon, so it's okay.
Yeah.
He's gonna get $10 for gas.
I'm gonna have to start walking everywhere. Sherry casks, take my money. That's how I felt. Derek Whiting says that Kilchomen is good stuff. That it is. Yeah, I actually cracked these open with Mr. DJ D-Rec when I was at their house the other day. Sugar Goody says, meow. Welcome to it, Sugar Goody. Cheers to you. Thanks for being here, as always. How are you doing on this fine evening over in Dwazy? I love access to good Scotch, really do. Me too, except I normally don't have it. So when I get overwhelmed with a good selection, that's when the wallet starts hurting. Richie Z is here, says, cheers, Holden and Lauren and whiskey friends. Richie, my man, welcome to it. Thanks for being here.
Hi.
What should we start with? Should we do with the Kilchomens first?
Should just pick it. I'm gonna get his Pancakes National today.
Wow.
Bulldogs are beautiful day.
Bulldogs are beautiful. It's Earth Day, and bulldogs are Earth's beautifulest. Ouch.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
And anyway,
I thought I was.
you are.
That's why I'm not.
So, anyway, Lager 12 is great until you see the price. I know, and like I've heard such good things about the cask strength Lager 12 releases, but I was not about to pay that money for it. Gee, what happened to Bino? There be no Bino. Bino was here earlier.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he's right there.
He says, "Cheers, kitty."
Yes, he does.
Hey, y'all whiskey sniffers.
Hey, AZ, my man. Hey, whiskey sniffers, and the wonderful Lauren. Look
So
at you.
I don't get
wonderful.
to be a whiskey sniffer.
Do you want to be a whiskey sniffer?
I'll sniff something else.
But cheers, hanging. How are you now? How are you now? David Basie's here. Says cheers, everyone. David, welcome to it. Welcome to it. Glad to see you. I wish. Hold on. Oh, looks like you lost all of your... Yeah, we don't gamble for drams on this channel. We gamble for money. So you can just go ahead and just Venmo me all of that $555 that you just spent. Anyway, that was funny. Get to drinking, boy. All right.
Yeah, seriously. Fucking 15 minutes and 58 seconds later. What the fuck?
I'm going to start with the Loch Gorm
Shutting your yap and
because it's a lower ABV, and a little bit of warm-up whiskey, and then I'm just going to compare it side by side to this single barrel. So, all right.
What the fuck?
I don't want to wiggle my thingy. That's what she said. Hey, puppy.
I thought that.
So, OMG, it was 82 here today. Bright and sunny. Something's wrong. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Has it
Someone
gotten-
bitching and moaning about 82.
Has it gotten over 70 yet? here?
No, I think it's just gotten very, very... Actually, no, wait. I think there was a day where it got up to 72. But I don't remember if that's true or not. But it's been very close. 68, I think, has been like the consistent high. But
65.
it's been
I
like
think,
still
closer.
like 40s.
Very rainy, very cloudy.
Very fucking rainy. It's supposed to rain every single day of the draft.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, the draft is coming up.
So we're gonna make a video of when we go, right?
Sure.
I'm gonna start making the Bourbon Bar social media one of these days when Holden gives me the passwords because he sucks at it.
I'll give you the password right now.
I can't make anything right now.
We can film after this.
No, we have homework to do and I have work to do.
I know.
We can do that this weekend.
88 in Phoenix. What gives? So it's warm everywhere but Wisconsin, looks like. Definitely start lighter and then go heavier gradually. Yeah, so this store pick is 53.1%, so 106.2. Not bad, and then obviously the Loch Gorm at 46%. So yeah, we'll start with Loch Gorm and they'll go over to that.
Why does
And
this
then
one have like a marking on the bottom of the bottle?
what do you mean?
That. The dust in there.
That's not dust, it's just a little bit of sediment.
What is in it?
It's sediment from the barrel.
Oh, like wood.
You gotta shake it up to get all that flavor. Whiskey Uncensored, it's Butt Stuff Ben. Welcome to it. And he says, butts. Butt stuff. What did he do with Casey? Well, I don't know.
I'm starting to think Casey actually has a secret. Like,
He's not even
doesn't-
coming over this weekend either.
He doesn't
He's going
like
turkey
Poland or
hunting.
something.
Last weekend he went up north. This weekend he's going turkey
Oh,
hunting. The
like your
weekend before that,
boyfriend's cheating
we went
on
out
you.
on a date.
Yeah, because I have barely seen Casey and he's never on here anymore.
I know. Well, to be fair, I don't really have time to make videos. We did make one video that I was supposed to put out, and I just haven't gotten time to put it from the camera to the thing.
Well,
Anyway,
this weekend when you're smoking something, you can do that.
true. Anyway, yeah, he's back, but I meant earlier he got zapped. I had to unhide him to get him back.
What do you mean? Did he get kicked off for inappropriateness?
I don't know what he was taught earlier. Zapped? I don't know. I'm confused. But yes, I'm also excited for that OGD Bib 70 coming up. Wait, what? How did I miss that announcement?
It doesn't matter. You're not going to
That's
Kentucky.
crazy. Yeah, it's not. It's Old Granddad. It's not going to be a Kentucky exclusive. It'll probably be everywhere.
Isn't that where you got? What's it called?
The Old Granddad 16.
Sure.
Yeah, but I got normal Old Granddad Bib and Old Granddad 114 around here. So much bourbon, so little money to buy it all. I feel that. I'm cheating on whiskey tonight with gin and tonic a bit. Ooh, a G&T. All right. Well, I'm not cheating on whiskey because today I am cheating on bourbon though.
Yeah, you're like turning into like a long-lasting affair.
I know. Some might call it love, or is it lust? We can't be sure. What I can tell you is this Loch Gorm smells peaty, but ashy. It's an ashy peat. It is very campfire smoke and ash and light vanilla sweetness and a little bit of red fruity or like stone fruitiness in the nose that smells quite nice. And then into the palate, it's got, again, with that ashy peat. It almost has a little bit of a medicinally peat in there as well, just a hint. Not as much, it's definitely ashy through in the beginning, but a little bit of medicinal peat, a little bit of a red fruitiness and stone fruitiness. There's a good presence of oak in there, or at least like, maybe it's not even oak. Maybe it kind of seems like oak. I don't know. It's got oak sediment, so it could be oak.
Someone subscribe to us.
D-Man Johnson the Third.
That's a long name. Is that what is in the picture?
He's holding a mug, a beer stein or something.
I thought
Sigh.
That's what it looks like. He's holding.
Okay, don't do D-Man like that, okay? D-Man, I'm not going to keep secrets from you. Lauren did just say that I'll admit, from back here, that profile picture does look a little bit like Psy, the guy who sings Gangnam Style.
It looks like...
What? So, it does kind of...
And he wears the suit, with a gray suit with the black...
When you get closer, you realize it's just one hand and a mug.
When I get really close, I also see
from back here, it kind of looks like, yeah, he's going like that. But hey, man, welcome to it, and thank you for the subscribe. Bing. Thank you for subscribing. I'm glad to see you here. We live stream every Tuesday at 6. Well, okay. Most Tuesdays at 6. To be fair, the last 2 weeks were completely random with just shit.
What happened 2 weeks ago? Because last week I was gone.
2 weeks ago, I didn't live stream for a reason. We were doing something, or I had to do something.
I didn't do anything. Oh, I think I worked that day.
I was doing something. You worked at Station 1 that day, and I was doing something, hustling, doing couches. I can't remember. Trying to pay off the $2,000. Have we even live streamed since we got our taxes done?
That was last Monday.
Yeah, so we had to pay in another $2,000 to Uncle Sam again. Yeah. Fuck tax returns.
This was the first time it was 2,000.
Oh yeah. Last year was 3,000, so we're slowly working our way in the right direction.
But it's okay. This guy. So okay, and I was telling Holden this. Last year we had a different lady when I had always been having the same other guy doing our taxes. So that guy was back. So I don't know what was going on last year that we had someone else. But this guy, I feel like he answers your questions really well. So he was really able to walk through us on how to fill out our tax brackets, our tax information stuff. So that way, and how to do general math. So that way we can use our pay stubs to understand
basically
an estimate. So essentially, we didn't get that last year. We were just willy-nilly, and we still didn't.
Last year, when we didn't pay enough on our taxes, and we had to pay in at the end of the year, she's like, "Yeah, just write in a little bit more money." And then we're like, "How much?" And she's just like,
"Yeah, how much?" And what, what the fuck? Come on.
And then, we had asked her how much, and she's like, "Oh, I don't know, just a bit." And that's all she says.
Just not help. She didn't give us nothing. So this guy was like, "This is if you're looking at a tax form, you're gonna do X, Y, and Z, here, and here." And then he walked us through the math with what tax bracket we are estimated to be in next year, and walked us through the math of each how much we should take and all this stuff. So he was very helpful. So now next year we're gonna have a celebratory live stream because we can buy.
Next year we're getting money back.
A whiskey with the money we get back.
Yeah, or golf membership.
It's my money too.
Oh yeah. You want to drink the whiskey.
Well, and I make more money than you, so I think that I should get a more bigger chunk of it to spend.
It's how I look at my videos. He said, "How dare you? How dare you?" To be fair, you do look like a stud. It's just that. So what you see on the screen in the little corner right here, right there, from here, I can see what you look like, but from back here, we just look like the people who go, "Damn!" Anyway, from back there, it's just like it's too small of a photo.
So, you don't have to. Are you gonna drive past Lambeau tomorrow, or are you gonna try to go around, or do you not have to because you have class?
Tomorrow's Wednesday.
No fucking shit.
Why would I have to drive past Lambeau?
I don't know. On your way home from work.
The draft isn't tomorrow.
Yes, it is.
It starts on Thursday.
It starts tomorrow.
I think that's bullshit.
It starts tomorrow. They're having concerts tomorrow.
Are they really? Then why aren't we going tomorrow?
Because I work tomorrow and Ashley's coming over.
At Station 1?
No, I work late at my regular job. And then Thursday I work at Station 1 and Friday we're going to go.
Okay.
Get your shit together.
Okay.
Pay attention when I talk.
I'm prepping for German Beer Day tomorrow, and then I have the Deemston 14 Organic lined up. Ooh, my gosh. German Beer Day. That sounds actually amazing.
Is that like a national holiday or is he doing something?
You know how long it's been since we kind of gone out and just crushed like beers at a brewery?
We can't because you keep
I
eating all
know,
these peanut M&Ms and not doing
know.
your homework on time.
We're broke. I'm fat.
Why'd you just get Martha like that?
We're broke and I'm fat and I got homework and we're busy. All I want to do is crush some German beers and then have some Deemston Organic. I've never heard of the Deemston 14 Organic, but I'm sure it's good. Because if you're Sugar Kitty's drinking it, it's probably good. That's kind of how the way things work around here. Yeah, guys, go check out D-Man's channel, link right there. Also, Bourbon Neophyte has a channel. I'm sure all you guys are already subscribed to him, but if you're not, go ahead and subscribe to him. I'm sure someone can put in the link. One of you mods, feel free. Which, by the way, why isn't Anthony? Slight pause.
Wait, he's not?
I would have thought he was, but
I guess he doesn't come on too often, but when he does, he's always very involved.
And we've been on each other's channels and we're friends.
But friends?
Friends!
I've never met him.
But there we go.
Is Peter here? Oh yeah, you didn't say his name.
Yeah, I did at the beginning. I'm like, Peter.
Oh, I meant
Peter, welcome to it.
Sorry, Peter.
Bye. Bye. Sipping on 4 Roses Single Barrel. Thanks, Peter. So there's actually a 4 Roses Single Barrel for sale at the Woodman's up here in Green Bay. They put out a 4 Roses Single Barrel and an Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Single Barrel for the draft. And they also have a Old Forester Single Barrel and a 1792 Full Proof Single Barrel. So they got a lot of single barrels for sale right now at the Woodman's. But what recipe are you drinking? Claim single. I do. Been married almost 27 years now.
Yep.
We were.
So no, I wasn't.
Oh, you were?
I said married, but I didn't know. Nobody fucking told me.
Rookie move.
So that's the thing. So this time he explained all the boxes and everything, and I got it all figured out. And next year it's gonna be like we're swimming in money.
Swimming in money? Ooh, I like the sound of that.
Because I'm gonna give my money away right away, so I don't have to kiss Dad.
Double. How dare you?
Who's doubling and why are we daring?
I don't pay anyone to make estimates. You divide by 4 and pay that if you need estimates. If you're full-time, then just adjust estimates into exemptions.
See, that's what the shit I don't understand.
Yeah, that's too complicated.
Why can't you be our tax?
We're not even in the 20... Well, I mean, like, we are a little bit
Look at
now.
me.
But
I just go to work and pray to God that they pay me.
that's true. 4 Roses Single Barrel is nice. It is nice. Had any more Octomore? I actually had Octomore...
On Friday?
On Friday?
I think it was Friday.
Was it Friday?
Yeah, I think so. We went over at my parents' house.
Yeah.
And I had it with my dad.
Yeah, I mean, DJ D-Rec Whiting had some Octomore on Friday. Good stuff. Opens up well, too.
Look, he's coming.
The Fat Man and Lauren Show.
Show everyone your belly.
No,
Oh.
that's too much. German Beer Day is a thing. Scotch Down Under is having a group drink tomorrow. What the fuck? I'm gonna be at work tomorrow.
Damn.
And he's probably not gonna still be streaming by the time I get done and can drink. So I have work and school. Click on that link. I'm assuming that is Anthony's Bourbon Neophytes channel. This one too. Speaking of channels, Holden actually showed up on Friday night. Well, then I finally wasn't doing something.
Let's tell him the truth. My dad has your. We're at my parents' house, and my dad has your live streams giving him notifications.
He has your notifications button set, and I don't. And here's why I don't. And I should just subscribe with both of my YouTube channels, which is probably. I mean, I might actually already be subscribed on both.
To be, because you knew him before.
I don't. When I watch other whiskey tubers streams, I always use the Bourbon Bar YouTube channel so I can comment as a Bourbon Bar and everyone can recognize me. But 90% of the time, I'm on my personal YouTube channel, like personal YouTube account. So all of my notifications and everything set on my Bourbon Bar, that doesn't pop up because I'm signed into a different account on my thing. So I don't really get notifications. And then we're at her parents' house, and then Derek's like, I was getting Tetris on tonight. And I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, you're right. And then I pulled out my phone, and then when I got to 8 o'clock, then I'm like, boom, and then watched you for a bit. It was a good stream too. From what I saw, I had to dip out after I think the first hour. I think we left.
We had to go home and we're tired.
But yeah, if someone wants to post his link in here, please do that. I'm sure all of you guys are subscribed to him already as well. I always like to shout out people whenever they come into the channel chat, but to be frank, most people who watch my channel are definitely already subscribed to their channels, so I almost don't need to.
Okay,
but it's fun to say that every once in a while.
We're a half hour in, and you've done nothing but chat.
I know, but it's chat bumping off tonight. Hold on. There's only a couple more comments, and then we're gonna get to the Kilchomen 13-year-old single barrel store pick cask strength. All right, Deanson used to have 12 and 15-year organic versions. Now it's just 14-year. It's non-cherry, grain forward, and a bit funky. I mean, sounds good though. Sounds good. It's okay. I'm often ignored. I try not to ignore people. Quit ignoring Fast Tony from Vegas if you know what's good for you.
He knows where you live.
Fast Tony. Remember to hit the like, please do, and subscribe to D-Man. Thank you. That's Ben's channel. If you guys want to click that link and subscribe. You guys broke Holden. All he drinks is scotch now. God.
Hang this, he's gonna stop watching.
I had bourbon.
He likes it better
yesterday.
when we also drink beer.
Sunday. I drank bourbon on Sunday. And we will be doing a beer live stream very soon here because I have some beer down there that I'm going to compare to, like a homebrew beer that I'm going to compare to other beers blind that Lauren's going to pour me. So excited for that. Less bullshitting and more drinking whiskey. Couldn't agree more. Like that Bourbon Neo guy. I can't remember the last time I saw him drinking bourbon. I know, right? It's bourbon's right in the name. Anyway. Okay, so Loch Gorm, obviously Kilchomen, 46%, finished in Oloroso.
Didn't we already talk about this?
Yes, hold on.
You're wasting
It just says sherry cask matured. Can't really remember which sherry barrel, Oloroso or PX. Now, this Binny's store pick is bottled exclusively for Binny Beverage Depot, and it is 13 years old. Filled in 2010, and it was finished in. Hold on, I have it around here somewhere. I think it's bourbon casks, ex-bourbon. 13 years in an ex-bourbon barrel. Over 13 years, maturation, layers of tasting notes, blah blah blah. 100% Isla whiskey, where the responsibility of growing, malting barley is not outsourced, but completely on site. So this is completely completely Kilchomen's grain to bottle, I believe. So there's no sourcing of grains. It's grown barley that they malt themselves and distill themselves and then age themselves, and it's 100% Kilchomen's Islay whiskey. Whereas
Where in Scotland is this made?
Islay,
That means nothing to me. Is that up over here?
it's on the island of Islay.
That's up over here, right?
No, so like here's Glasgow and whatever, and then there's kind of like a little bit of water and like a peninsula here. This peninsula's Campbelltown, and then
What
just
is
west
this
of,
supposed to be? We're not in Wisconsin.
I know, but like I don't know. What fucking shapes make it.
Scotland's more like this shape.
Here's a lowlands. Here's a highlands. Here's the islands, and then down here is Campbelltown, and Islay is an island right
Okay,
off
so
Okay, do you know where Ireland is? Islay is fucking the closest to Ireland.
I am not taking a geography class from you.
Islay is the closest to Ireland that Scotland
so the
gets.
left side. Thank you. That's
bottom
all I was asking. You can't hit me. You're stronger than me.
All right, so I'm excited to go ahead and get you guys some tasting notes on the nose of this store pick. Oh, it is bright, sweet, citrusy, lemon zest, and sharper vanilla notes.
Sharp vanilla notes.
A very nice peat aspect in here, but definitely not overly peaty. But it's got more of a gentle peat. This one is definitely more ashtray peat and ashes, and this is a lot more like a bonfire or like. Not quite smoked meats. It still has a bonfire-y smoke, but it's not like ashy. This is a little bit more ashy. This is a cleaner bonfire smoke. Yeah, with that clean bonfire smoke, there even maybe is a little bit of like smoked meats in here, but it is super sweet and lightly fruity and citrusy. The nose is immaculate.
Immaculate.
I like this a lot on the nose. I have had some pours of it already, but specifically on the nose, I really, really, really like this. This is a good bottle. Let's get on the palate. That is really good. Dare I say, top 3 bottles of scotch that I own. That is, the malt aspect brings this like juicy stone fruit and like peach aspect with a very nice like smoky, peaty flavor mixed with it, like a smoked peach cobbler, but it's like juicy peaches. It is very like, it's just very bright and vibrant, but not like appley and pear. It's definitely more of like the yellowy stone fruits like peaches or tangerines. Is it tangerines?
Tangerines. Like cuties.
Right? Or no, yeah, you're right. No, I'm thinking of nectarines.
Nectarines, yep.
Yeah, peaches and nectarines. And like a sharp metallic vanilla. And it's just very sweet. And lemon zest, lemon citrusy notes on here. Oh man. That is awesome. There are some tasting notes on the back. On the nose, it's calling out lemon zest, biscuit dough, almonds, and peat smoke. Almonds.
Wow.
Okay. I can get a little almondy aspect in there. And then on the palate, it's calling out apricots. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. Are apricots and nectarines close? Apricots and peaches with creamy sweetness and herbal smoke. And then the finish is salty with stone fruits and lasting sweetness. 100% disclosure, I did not read, I read those tasting notes like days ago when I first bought it because I was trying to figure out if it was peated or not, and the 18-year-old or 17-year-old kid who I asked at the store whether or not it was peated, I did not trust him because he didn't really sound like he didn't think. I don't think he knew what peat was. And he goes, "Yeah, it's. I mean, let me ask my manager." And then he comes back. He's like, "It's definitely peated because it comes from a place called Iowa, and everything from Iowa is peated." And I'm like, "No, it's not. It's not. Everything's not peated from Iowa. A lot of things are peated from Iowa, but everything's not peated." So then I had to open it up and try to read through, and then on the back it says there's herbal peat and some peat aspects and peat smoke in it. And I'm like, okay. But actually, we got a lot of these tasting notes pretty good. They did a really good job with the call-outs on this store pick for the tasting notes. I got just about all of those. And yeah, that's gangster. That's top three. Top three. I don't even, yeah. Yeah. Enough said.
Okay. You're speechless?
That's good. Much like. But it is time to move on to
You've got 20 minutes, so don't dilly-dally.
another bottle in my top 3 scotches. Not this one. Well, I mean, I don't know yet. But this one. This, I think my top 3 scotches that I've had, or that I own, Ardbeg Ugadal, this Kilchomen single barrel, and my Octomore. And that is completely unbiased. I think those 3 are so good that I can't even contain myself. I just like them a lot. In fact, if it's living proof how much I like this guy, yeah, it's very low.
You don't get to buy another one when it's all gone, so yeah. No, you don't, because I'm not fucking around.
I have to.
Well, you don't.
It's Ugadal.
No problem.
That's here, bro. Yeah, and I don't drink my bottles of whiskey very fast. You all know this, but like, holy shit, I'm gonna run out of that shit soon. However, now we're gonna compare the Ardbeg Ugadal to the new Ardbeg Eureka. So the gimmick behind Ardbeg Eureka is that they say they got a bunch of the committee members together and they created the perfect Ardbeg scotch based on everyone's opinions and what they like and yada yada yada. So that is what Ardbeg Eureka is supposed to be. And the actual information on Ardbeg Eureka is that it is a PX sherry finished Ardbeg. Not age dated. I think it's cast strength. It's 52.2. Maybe that's not cast strength, but the Ugadal is 54.2. So they are close in proof. I do believe this is non-chill filtered and no color added. I think the Eureka is darker though. Yeah, so that is what we got here in these 2 glens. What are you laughing at over here?
My mom sent me this, and it says, always check your child's homework. To relax, my mom likes to drink tequila and sing, and it's so funny because Jacob had to write like a story for school about his mom, and I had checked it before because my mom, it just so happened that my mom had said like, oh, make sure Jacob has his homework in his backpack before you leave for school that day, which normally like they had that shit figured out. So backpack. It was a story. It was like a comic book that he drew. And it was, my mom drinks wine and yells at me. And I was like, you cannot turn this in.
My mom drinks wine and yells at me.
Oh, that was so funny. It's so hilarious because I don't remember my mom drinking ever until I was well into high school. So like well into like we were taking care of ourselves. Like I don't remember her drinking when I was a kid. My dad would like drink when we went out. My mom was always like not drinking. So I was thinking it's super fucking funny.
That's funny. I am super behind on comments, so I'm going to somewhat speed read through them, but I'm Scotch Curious. Oh my, says Hangout AZ. Joe Dickinson, it's Dickens, says, my favorite part is when Holden tells us all the stuff he drank off camera. That is true. That's true. Dickens, it's Dickens. Welcome to it, Joe. Glad to see you here. It's been a minute, but we always love to see you here. Your buddy's here. Why did it take you so long to react?
I wasn't really even listening because you're not even drinking. You're just fucking blah, 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 and it's just like.
Sure, he said, so it's actually both a pick and one of the 100% Isla releases. Yes, it is. And it's 13 years old and cast ranked. I mean, it is awesome. I mean, it's awesome. Remind me never to directions from Holden. Never to get directions from Holden. Well, to be fair, I wasn't wrong.
What were you trying to give directions for?
Where Isla was.
Yeah, what the fuck is this? Scotland's not shaped like this.
Well, it's kind of shaped like.
No.
I think
it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's like
kind of
the whole island is shaped like this. So I don't know why you're like over here with your hand because it's not shaped like that.
It's kind of got like this, and then there's like a little peninsula where like Campbelltown is, and then there's islands right here, and then all the islands are up here, and then it's kind of like a thing like.
It's kind of shaped like that, and then there's.
It's shaped like this.
Here too. It's not a circle. It's not Australia.
Boobies. Okay. His hands keep getting more and more deformed as he tries to explain this.
I know. He's like.
Is geography still a thing in school? Absolutely not. Notes of Soylent Green. What the fuck is Soylent Green? Holden is a hand talker. Might have some Italian heritage. Oui, monsieur. Bellissima. Bella. Ciao, Bella.
What kind of cracker are you on?
I'm sipping on the Glen Glasgow Sanded tonight just because it was a rough day at work and Jack and Coke chaser. Damn, double fisting over there, Derek. Sounds good though. I did get a chance to try that Glen Glasgow Sanded. Derek got it on either the day before Easter. Yeah, it must have been the day before Easter. And we cracked it out on Easter, and it is quite good. Very salty. It's got a nice salty note. Sure, he says apricot and nectarine for sure. Yes, very much. My ex was a hand talker, Sicilian. Scared me while I was driving her around in my car. That makes sense.
Well, I'm kind of the same way.
Those 100% Islas are a bit less peaked than the regular Machiavelli. I want the Machiavelli. Pretty bad. I kind of want all the Kilchomens because they've all been fantastic. Those 13 to 14-year-old Kilchomen cast ranks are top notch. The Moose sent me a few while he was buying all of them. There was more, and I could maybe go down and get you one. That would be a hike. I mean, that would be a 3.5-hour drive.
You'd have to pay me.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
100% disclosure, I'm pouring some Glengoyne 18. Dang, from being dry to really pouring them. But cheers. That sounds delicious. Holden, likey, the face don't lie. That's true. It don't lie. It don't lie.
Holden likey everything.
I do likey a lot of things, but I love you. I love you that. Oogie is a staple. Absolutely, it's a staple. If you finish a bottle of Oogie, you got to replace it. Lauren did ask a good question once. What whiskey did Holden not like? Send him some Long Branch from your stash, Anthony. I've had Long Branch before, actually. Derek has it, I think.
No, he might have it, but I thought you had Long Branch. Someone sent you Long Branch. Maybe.
Anthony might have sent me Long Branch at one point, to be honest. Gotta get down, Oogie, Oogie, Oogie. Gotta get down, Oogie, Oogie, Oogie. Oogie Badoogie, Ardbeg Inferno. I like Ardbeg a lot. I have some staples coming from the bourbon on the patio, folks. Wonder when it'll be or what it'll be. I felt like Blue's Clues reading that or whatever. I wonder who it's from. Is that Blue's Clues?
Yeah, I got a letter. That's Blue's Clues.
Holding my first post-work dram, Kilchomen Snag, 46 ABV. See, I want Snag too. I want Makia Bay, Snag, Lot Gorm, this one, and I want all of them. I have the chance to buy us out turns, but
He doesn't want that one.
It's just a lot more expensive than the rest, and from the reviews on it, it's not amazingly better. Got off my lazy ass and checked my Oogie level. Ugh, quarter bottle left. It's a 2015 bottle. Oh, so it's probably a lot better than this one. Yeah, I'm at about a quarter too, I'd say, especially after that dram. I bet it tastes really good though. 2015 and the quarter left probably opened up a fuckload. Those hand signals looked pornographic. OG Brickford 20, welcome to it, man. Thanks for being here late again. Sorry, it is okay. There's no on time. There's just a good time.
When Holden's usually at least 5 minutes late to his own scheduled event, we can't judge you for being
I am
late.
never late to my own events.
Okay. We all know the truth, so I don't need to fight him on that.
Oodle still smells great. Yep. In American Sign Language, I bet he did some Dirty Bird stuff too. Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Don't worry, Moose has all of them anyway. The Moose is a great guy. A great guy. Who is this Moose guy? Am I dumb? Is Moose someone I know? I just don't understand.
I'm not sure.
The reference. Time to decant this 2015 Major Pete Dissipation. Drink it all. Drink it all in one evening. Alright, so we've got the Oogie Boogie. The Oogie Doogie. And then we have the Eureka. Oh. Bing. That was a light bulb. Get it? Because it was Eureka. Alright, on the Oogie Boogie. Moose is Alex B. Alex Briere. Sounds familiar, but I don't know if I know him personally. All right. The Oogie Doogie. It is so sweet and fruity, but peaty and meaty and salty and balty. Okay, now I'm just trying to rhyme. But
okay.
For real though, sweet, peat, meat, red fruits, and just like honeyed ham and other hams and more honey and just, oh, fuck, yeah. Fuck yeah. Actually, if I had to think of one tasting note to describe this, that note would be fuck yeah. Every time I have a dram of Ardbeg Ugadal, all I can think is my brain a million times going, fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah. Like, it's just like, just constantly what's coming out of my brain. So yeah, that tastes still awesome. Heavy peat, heavy smoke charged meats, burnt ends, like brisket burnt ends. We're talking just heavy, rich, viscous, delicious. Fuck yeah. Moose is Alex, a Canadian whiskey guy you see as a guest on live channels. That makes sense. It's probably how I know his name. While thoroughly cotton candy sunset at the moment.
Yep, that totally looks like a cotton candy sunset to me.
Wait.
Okay, he's a totally different time zone, so.
Then how does that work?
He's an hour ahead of us.
So that, oh yeah, wait.
So in an hour, we might get a cotton candy sunset. What are you triggered about? The sunset's east to west. And that is west.
Oh, right, they're further away. My brain was not braining there for a second. The heat from your feet cooks the meat.
What the fuck is
going on? It was an SNL sketch, apparently. Good rhymes, though. Good rhymes. Warm weather and cotton candy sunsets. Are you sure you're still in Jersey? Fuck yeah! Oogdal! Fuck yeah! But it's like the America song, but it's Oogdal. OMG, honey, ham. I got like 8 pounds of ham left from Sunday, and that's after I gave half of it away. I ate some ham on that Sunday too. Must be an Easter thing. Geography is tough. That it is. Let's get into this Ardbeg Eureka. So, I guess it's kind of been a while since I showed you guys bottle work on the channel because
I don't want to get yelled at from my face.
Yeah, but there's the Ardbeg Eureka label. It's a cool label. It's got like the pot still and the explosion of like some whiskey barrels and stuff. So Eureka is like an aha moment. And I believe I think Albert Einstein say Eureka when he like invented something or some shit? I feel like someone did. But yeah. So let's get the Ardbeg Eureka on the nose. Okay, right off the bat, super wine forward. There's a lot of sherry influence in this. Still has a good amount of peat though. It still has a robust, meaty peat note, but this has a very sweet, red, fruity sherry note as well. It is very sherry forward, more sherry forward, I think, than the Ugadal is, but still with a gentler peat. A little bit of spice, a little bit of like plum, a little bit of peat, that peat aspect. It smells very good. It smells really, really nice. Let's drink it. Okay. Coffee.
Yeah?
That tastes like coffee.
Does it?
Coffee. And actually, no. You want to try this?
Not really.
Please?
I just had a whole bag of sugar.
It has the biggest coffee in the back of the palate and especially on the finish. Coffee grounds. I mean, there is so much coffee and coffee grounds in the finish of this whiskey. Like, as I breathe, I'm breathing out pure coffee grounds. Up front, it is a gentle, meaty peat note, and I don't know if you want to call it gentle. I guess I'm just kind of accommodated to it at this point, but a nice heavy peat note, and the sherry aspect especially comes across on the front of the palate immediately. But as it's sitting in your mouth for a while and on the way down, and especially after, holy fucking coffee grounds. Coffee grounds. That is, wow. And it's not a whole lot of coffee in the nose either. It was really just kind of a palate thing. A lot of that sherry aspect up front, actually. Really good red fruit, but oh my gosh. Coffee ground, like, as soon as you exhale, it feels like you just drank fresh black coffee. You should actually just try it. Just have a little sip.
Okay.
It's good. But it tastes so much like coffee.
Ew. No, it doesn't. You lied to me, you big fat liar.
It tastes like black coffee, not sugary coffee.
No, it tastes like tire. Coffee. It tastes like if you sped up really fast and then slammed your brakes on and then I licked the floor. That was so mean.
Lauren has not quite accommodated to the peaty scotch yet. We hardly got her to drink bourbon.
Fuck you. I can drink some bourbons.
Which one do you want? You want this one?
Not right now. I already had a whole glass.
Okay. This Ardbeg Eureka is actually very, very, very good though. I mean, if you guys don't like coffee, don't buy this because like the nose is fantastic. The sherry aspect and peat is awesome. Up front, the sherry forwardness of it and the red fruitiness and the kind of like juicy peatiness of it is also really good. But in the finish, it's gonna taste like fucking coffee. I mean, a lot of coffee. All the coffee. Coffee grounds. Archimedes is a big one to say I found it. Just about 2,000 years off there. Well, to be fair, I don't know much about history or geography. In fact, I don't know much about anything if I'm not interested in it. I'm good at math, though. And, machinery and inventing things. I have eureka moments. That's actually facts.
That's okay.
Not much gentle about Ardbeg. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It is not a gentle giant. It is just a giant. Floor licking sounds like Bourbon Neophyte's bottle. Hey, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of floor licking. Or mathematicians. Yeah, I'm a mathematician. Okay, let's do a little bit more of a side-by-side now. So, now that the of Ardbeg Eureka has calmed down, let's go a little bit. So the Eureka actually has a lot more of like I said this already, the sweeter cherry side of things, but like the Eureka has a lot closer to like a sweeter bourbony nose to it, whereas the Ugadal has such a funky sherry peat aspect on the nose. I mean, the Ugadal is bringing the funk. It's all funk, and then this one is just a clean, sweet peat, whereas this one is the funky, like it sounds like it smells, Ugadal. Like that's exactly what it smells like. And then you go onto the palate. And the Ugadal is still right there, heavy, meaty, aggressive, smoky, and briny, and meat. Meat! It's a meat fest over here. And then you hop into the Eureka. And it's just sherry, then peat, and then coffee grounds, and a lot of it. There's a good oak aspect, and there may even be a hint of some spice or tobacco notes in here as well, actually, which is really nice. There's definitely tobacco notes in here, but there are some nice tobacco notes in here. This is actually a well, balanced, I think, whiskey. I think it has a lot of redeeming qualities, especially with this sweetness of the sherry, and then that kind of earthiness of the coffee grounds. Hell yeah. Now, which one do I like better? This one, Ardbeg Ugadal. I don't know if I have an emotional, borderline, codependent relationship with Ardbeg Ugadal, but it's so good. And I do have Ardbeg Corybreck in here. And I know I already placed Ugadal above Corybrecken, but I am just curious where the Corybrecken would lie in this lineup. So I'm going to go ahead and pour a little bit of the Ardbeg Corybrecken here. Just a smidge. I know, it's almost time to log off here. But I want to give the people what they want. And what they want is this. Or is this what I want? The world may never know. So, Ardbeg Ugadal, Ardbeg Eureka, and Ardbeg Corybrecken. Oh, now that smells like bourbon. Not like bourbon, but this has quite a sharp, sweet vanilla note. A lot less sherry, a lot more vanilla, a lot... I want to say it's on the lighter side of the peat spectrum. It definitely has a little bit more of a bright characteristic, a little bit more of a citrus characteristic, but it actually smells very nice. I think I think the Cory Brecken is actually the brightest one here on the nose.
Oh, my drink is gone.
But the palette for the Cory Brecken is just a little bit simpler and a little bit more of the peat forward, which I like. I like the peat forward. But the interesting coffee grounds note from the Eureka and the really sherry and meaty aspect of the Ugadal, I think is really well. And actually, this Cory Brecken has a little bit of a coffee ground note in the finish itself. Not a lot, but there is a little bit hint of that. It's very earthy and herbal. Or maybe not herbal, but like earthy. Earthy, oaky, tobacco, coffee grounds. That brightness on the nose comes through a little bit on the palate, but the palate is a lot earthier, I think, in the Cory Brecken. All right, well, there you have it. So, Ugadal, I think, still takes a crown, but this Eureka, and let's get this straight. $85. $90, $80, $100, depends on where you get it. But Ugadal, the same place that I got the Eureka for $85 had Ugadal at $90. Or no, it had Ugadal at $100. And then the Cory Brecken is $110-ish. So, for $85, the Eureka is, if you're an Ardbeg fan, the Eureka is probably one worth picking up. Because who doesn't want another good Ardbeg on the shelf? It's not disappointing. It is absolutely worth the money. And it's different. It's fun to have your favorite bottle always on hand, but it is also fun to get something new and exciting and different. So if you've been at Ardbeg for a while and you want another new bottle that's not worth an arm and a leg, you're not going to be paying committee release prices of like $150 for something. $85. Full send on the Eureka. But that is the end of the live stream already. I know I got to do some math homework before I drink too much because I'm not going to learn anything. But a little bit of recap for you guys. Kilchomen. Single barrel, 100% Isla barley. 13-year-old, cast strength, amazing, sexy, awesomeness. Top 3 scotches in my bar. If you guys ever have a chance to have one of these, just do it because it's great. I mean, it's awesome. Yeah. And then Ardbeg Eureka. If you guys are an Ardbeg fan, just buy it. If you like coffee, absolutely buy it. It's pretty damn good for the price. Honestly, you can't beat that price. I mean, you can, but would you want to? That being said, let's finish a couple of these comments here, and then we are going to sign off. And I wish we could go longer. It was actually a pretty productive stream. We had at one point, we had 20 concurrents in here.
Dang, I wasn't really paying attention because you weren't really drinking the whiskey.
What do you mean I wasn't drinking the whiskey? I was drinking the whiskey nonstop.
Yapping away. Why would you freak out our doggy like that?
Well, if you were busy playing on your phone.
I wasn't playing on my phone. I was looking up for Mother's Day gifts.
Mother's Day gifts?
Mother's Day is only 3 weeks. So yeah, because we need to get ordering if we're ordering something, or shopping, or making, whatever it is. So
When is Father's Day?
Father's Day is in June.
Good.
But Mother's Day is sometime in May. I'm not sure what day. Maybe I should look it up. But I want to give myself ample opportunity because I've got a bunch of stuff for my mom, but we don't have anything for your mom yet. So I was looking for ideas. I found some good ones, so I'll show you after we're done. But let's see, what day is Mother's Day? Mother's Day is the 11th. So literally 3 weeks away. 1, 2, it's 3 weekends away. So yeah, we need to get our shit together. Hold it.
True.
Okay.
Peter White says there are 17 different Ardbegs in the KGPO in Ontario, all way overpriced. Well, yeah, Ardbegs, there's a lot of them that are going to be overpriced, but to be honest, I haven't paid overpriced prices for Ardbeg yet. I got the Heavy Vapors at a very, very, very discounted price. This actually retails at a very, very, very good price. So, yeah. Honestly, for Scotch, I think solid Scotch whiskey that you can get around here, $100 for like a good Scotch around here is the equivalent of paying like $60 for a solid bottle of bourbon. At least that's what it feels like in Wisconsin. That's kind of the correlation that I get between the two. So like any $60 bottle of bourbon is probably like $100 bottle of Scotch. That makes sense. That's what it feels like. It may not be accurate, but that's how I feel. And nobody can tell me what my feelings are. Nobody. Not only will Oogie generally beat other things, even the 10 often does. Not wrong. Yeah, true. What do we want? We got a fever, and there's only one cure. More cowbell. Is that an intro to like a song or something? I feel like I've heard that before, but I don't know what it is. Richie C says, great live. Thanks, Richie. Thanks for being here, as always. I love all you guys, so thank you all for being here. Ardbeg here, a committee like that is $120. The Oogie is $90, Corey's $100. So yeah, that's pretty accurate. I was shocked to find this at all, let alone for $85. Like, yeah. Under $100 for a committee release, like, it feels worth it to me. Cheers, Holden and Lauren. Eureka is more than Oogie in our stores. Well, wow, okay. But hey, James, cheers and welcome to it. I'm sorry that you caught us on our way out, but glad to see you here.
There's always next week.
More expensive by a tenner. Well, that's not so bad. I would say it's worth it if you have and like Oogie and you just wanted to try something different. And you like coffee, then I think it's worth it. The extra $10, I would pay that. I would.
You would pay a lot for Ardbeg though, because you have a problem.
I do like Ardbeg. I will admit that. You got a good deal on the Eureka by UK standards. Well, hell yeah. It felt like a good deal at the time. Both of those committees were extra good bargains. I agree. The heavy vapors in this for like $80 or $85 or $90, whatever I paid for them. All good. All Ardbegs arrive in Ontario via Alberta. They gather dust at the KGBO. That's sad. I like Ardbeg a lot. Sigh. Youngins never saw Christopher Walken's in SNL. Oh.
See, my parents didn't let me watch SNL, and then by the time I grew up, the only thing funny on SNL was when I came on TikTok and they cut out all the boring stuff that happened beforehand.
That's true. Like the white guy and the black guy making jokes for each other, and then having to read. I fucking love those guys.
Or like when there's celebrity guests and they get to do something funky, like the espresso song and stuff.
Like yeah.
Like that sort of stuff. But like I'm
from Domingo.
I'm not really like a big stand-up comedy person, so I don't even think I would enjoy if I went to SNL unless it was like a celebrity guest that I really, really liked. Kind of sad.
Yeah.
Marsha has whacking his head on everything.
I know. Maybe he's drunk.
He must be. He must have gotten a sip of the whiskey. He probably drank some of that Jim Beam that's laying on the floor.
Oh no, not the Jim Beam. All right, guys. Old school in SNL, yeah. So
we weren't even alive. Sorry.
That's true. Back when SNL was good. Back when SNL was good, and they had like Will Ferrell and Adam Sandler and.
I don't think they're on SNL.
Adam Sandler?
Well, as a celebrity guest, but I don't think he hosted it. No. Did he?
Well, I don't know about host, but like SNL has their SNL actors and actresses.
Yeah.
He was one of them. Like he wasn't a guest star. He was like him and all his buddies. I'm 90% sure. I'm pretty sure.
Did your mom let you watch SNL?
Fuck no.
Yeah, exactly.
But I remember because there was an anniversary thing on SNL, and Adam Sandler was there, and he sang a song about all the people who was on SNL.
Oh, maybe he was.
Anyway, weekend update, almost as good as when Norm Macdonald did it.
Okay. Like McDonald's.
Oh, the weekend update. I think it's the joke thing with the two guys.
Oh,
I think that's what it is.
That makes sense, because it's like a newscast.
Yeah.
So it looks like a newscast.
Old SCTV curb stomped SNL. Yeah, see, we're so uncultured.
Well, we have our own shit going on. Okay.
That's true. We're busy people.
Okay, I don't have time to watch SNL when I'm paying for my taxes.
Fucking taxes! Anyway, okay. So that being said, guys, thank you all so much for being here. As always, we love and appreciate you all. If you guys have not licked the like and liked the link, you guys know how it's done. Do it down below. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. If you want to become members of the channel, that'll get you some access to some emojis and some stickers.
Yeah, it's not giving you access to anything else until I take it over, because then you're gonna get access to me doing everything with my phone out.
With your what out? Anyway, yeah, no, school makes things hard, but the bourbon bar is not dead, and it never will be. So it'll just be growing, maybe slower than others.
I'm hoping to make like TikToks and what do they call on YouTube?
Reels, shorts,
and then Instagram reels of like when we go out and do stuff. I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
And maybe like when Holden's with
and some reviews of this stuff.
And we're gonna do a review where I'm like the one on the camera, but Holden is like voicing over. And then we're gonna also do another review where it's flip flop where Holden's doing it, but I'm voicing it over. It's gonna be really funny.
Yeah.
So we need time to do those things. Give me some patience, okay?
Time is redonkulous. But anyway, thank you all for being here. Original cast and Steve Martin as guest.
Like the Pink Panther guy. Isn't that Steve Martin? Oh no, Steve
I don't
Martin's
know.
the guys from Plane, Trains, and Automobiles.
I don't know who that is.
Yes, that is
Cheers and have a great night. Thanks, Richie, you too.
Peace
night,
out.
you wild and crazy guys. Hey, Peter, thanks for being here.
We are not wild and crazy. We are
Keep grinding.
grown
We're trying.
people. We were wild and crazy in our early 20s, but this is our mid-20s. I don't have the energy.
Also, make sure you guys are going to check out everyone else as part of the TGIT crew. Thank God it is Tuesday. I'm not sure if 21090 is on or not tonight, or I know you guys said Bobby kind of switches days, and people are switching things around, but Sugar Kitty or Peter or whoever else usually has the links to put in the chat for whoever else is live streaming next. So make sure you guys are going to check out everyone else. The two of you at Binny's would be fun.
Right?
You could have done something at our microbrewery. I know. We want to do more of that.
Look it.
For sure.
Holden has been refusing to give me the passwords. I've been asking him for it for weeks now.
You never asked me for the passwords.
That's a big old fat fucking
You said, this is what she goes. She goes like this. She goes, I would love to make these videos. And I'm like, okay, cool, we can. And then that's it.
No, I said I need to get them on my phone so I can do it while you're doing whatever the fuck you're doing.
You've never said, pull out your phone and give me the passwords, because I would. Or you've never been ready to log in and be like, all right, what's the password? Because then I'll just give it to you.
I think someone had his ears turned off.
Anyway, guys, go check out 21090's live stream. Because it looks like he might be one of the only ones left of the TGIT crew. But hey, you know what? That's fine. It's fine by us, because it just means that more people get to come hang out with us at the bourbon bar.
Yep.
But anyway.
So what are we gonna do next Tuesday?
Next Tuesday might be the beer day.
We're gonna talk about the draft next Tuesday.
The draft.
And we're gonna talk about something else.
Give her the password off the Chateau Bow Wow. True. How long have they been married? Technically.
We've been married for
2 years,
2 years technically, but
more like a year and
the wedding date that
quarter.
we celebrate, it's like just over a year and 2 months.
Yeah. But that's it. So thank you all for being here. We love you all, and we'll see you all in the next class. Cheers.
It really was so satisfying when you missed that first time.
Okay.
And
Cheers.
it really gave me like inside of me is like bubbling right now, and I'm wanting to punch something.
Ah! All right. Bye-bye. Oh, live clips from the draft? We could go live when we're at the draft.
I was
Friday?
hoping to make a video to post on TikTok at least.
I could go live on my phone, and you could be recording stuff, and they could just watch, because we're not going to be there for a whole lot of time.
I really just want to go and see like how they have things set up and what all the things they're offering and that kind of thing. And I might be open to going to one of the concerts if we really wanted to, because they're having a few downtown, and then I think one over by Lambeau. I think Brad Paisley's over by Lambeau. I don't know if I want to. I like Brad Paisley. I like his music, but I don't know if I want to deal with all of that, because he's a pretty big artist. So I feel like it's going to be really busy.
I tell you, I don't want to deal with all the fucking people, but Lauren does, and I'll do it for her. So. But there's gonna be expensive drinks.
For me, because I don't have any flight to go with me.
She sure is cute though. Did you guys see her haircut?
But you know what? It would be nice to get a beer and have that. If we're gonna make a video.
I know. If we're gonna make a video, I was thinking might as well get a beer or two.
We can go inside of
inside
the tailgate village maybe, or even just go over to like Stadium Fuchs and see what they have, because they're gonna have like the glam band and everything there.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot to do. So we'll hopefully be able to show you guys a bit of it.
We can go to
It's a zoo. I avoided it when I was in Vegas. I know it's gonna be a zoo, but it is what it is.
We're in Green Bay. I'm gonna wear a Donald Driver jersey, and he's gonna be there. And I'm hoping that he sees me, and he's gonna go, I must talk to her. And then he comes, and then we become friends. That would be my dream.
Yeah.
See, so I was telling someone else this. I think it was Kristen and Shelby, but like, there's gonna be other Packers there. But like, I already
Jordy
met
Nelson?
James Jones. I met Jordy Nelson. Actually, I met
Charles
Jordy Nelson
Woodson?
a few times. We've met Charles Woodson. So it's like, yeah. So I met Jordy Nelson because he used to bring his kids all the time to Bay Beach. So I met him like 3 or 4 times. But like, not like, hey Jordy, it's Lauren. Like, no, but like, you know, helping him at Bay Beach, and I'm not gonna like bug him when he's with his kids. But so you know.
Yeah.
Did you see they're opening up Bay Beach early so that they can be open for the draft?
Really?
It's actually gonna be nice out this weekend, so they're probably gonna be fucking packed.
Probably.
Yeah.
Take a lot of money for that.
I think it'll be fun. I think that people, as long as they understand that we are not a big city, so like we are literally opening up everything we have to offer for like a smaller
This is a
town.
huge deal for Green
Like,
Bay. I mean, this is like
yeah, I think if people can
this is
understand
Green
that, like,
Bay's like make it
there's
or
not
break
a
it
million
moment.
things to do, but like we really put our all into like making sure that all the things that we do have are open and like geared towards the draft, like Bay Beach. I know that the Neville Museum's all Packer themed, like that kind of stuff. Like and then like the concerts and like the busing and stuff. Like they really like put a lot of thought into it. So I'm hoping that people can understand that and not just bitch and moan. But then again, there's always gonna be bitching and moaning.
There's always gonna be those guys.
It's like there's a perfect amount of stuff to do, but not too much to do that you're overwhelmed with stuff. And people don't vacation here too often, so you're not always bothered by people who will come.
Green Bay is great.
I think it was rated like the top 2 or 3 places to live in the country for like.
It's number 1 for me.
Money versus things to do and like your lifestyle. I think it was because like there's more things to do, but like it's not too far of a drive to like big cities that have lots of stuff to do.
True. But
that on the radio.
Yeah. That being said, guys,
We'll talk more about it on Tuesday.
we'll talk about it more on Tuesday.
Tune into my new TikToks.
Bye bye. Oh, wait, one more
Okay,
time.
can you
Bye.
just go bye?